the power sector fund is something we've been talking about. Now the Honorable Finance Minister has come out with the concept of a investment fund, which will encompass all the infrastructure sectors. So power fund in a way becomes a subset now of that infrastructure fund. Banks will have to be a little more proactive and start taking faster decisions. Sadly, the banks have not been able to understand and could not appreciate the pace at which this sector has expanded in the last 1 year.
You were trying to push the UMPPs. You've also appointed a Piyush Goyal committee to submit a report. I have a quick question there. So when is that report expected? And why the need for a third review of UMPP norms? And also a quick added question there. Reliance decided to walk out of the Tilaya UMPP. I know the skies haven't fallen, but is that a setback of sorts on your UMPP program?
UMPPs were bid out in the first round, and then you had the spate of court cases. UMPPs were bid out in the second round on a modified document in which the bankers came and told me that, look, we are unable to extend finance to these companies who are bidding because the framework in which you have bid out the second time around, while it addresses the problems of the first, actually creates new problems in terms of our security mechanism. So we decided that we have an illustrious person, former CVC Piyush Goyal, examine the entire UMPP story in its entirety, take a holistic big picture vision. What happened in Reliance is between the states and the company. It is unfortunate that it took so many years for either the states to solve the problem or for the company to come to this decision.
Majority of players or a majority of industry operators are in that category of rent seekers. They've had it too cozy, too easy for
I
too
would
long.
not like to pass judgment on a sweeping basis. The people who have been doing that understand very well who I'm alluding to.
You know, so this is, of course, the first 2 rounds of coal block auction have happened. You have been applauded for it. This has brought transparency to a rather opaque sector. Almost 3 lakh crore worth of money has sparked in. But has the litigation that followed, for whatever reason it did, has that kind of taken the sheen off the coal block auction and made you a little more cautious maybe?
Not at all. There has been some litigation. Each one has his reasons to litigate. They have a right to litigate in the framework of the country's constitution, and we'll wait for the appropriate judgments to come in.
One level, it wasn't a lacuna-free process, so to say. I mean, auction has happened in Spectrum. Why were rigging and cartelization charges not evident there?
We have not put any rigging or cartelization charge on anybody. The price discovered didn't seem to set into the trend that was discovered on other mines. And we thought we owe it to the people of India to ensure that outliers which don't fit into a general trend in a particular round should be looked at carefully and should not be allowed to proceed lest there be something behind it which is not appropriate. I'm not an investigative agency.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.